It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm Kate Scott, joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL divisional round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer. And your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear befitting the situation we're in, well, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Off the play action. Here's Stroud. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On play action, here's Stroud. Andrews with the catch. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Stroud. Gets him on the in route. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Kobe Dean in on the tackle. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6.
Again, Stroud. He takes it himself. And Stroud gets him the first with a slide down at the end of it. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
2nd and 17 at the 23-yard line.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. 3rd down, and they need to get 10.
Makes it 3rd and 10.
3rd and long for him here. And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Chiefs get lined up and they will kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. Escapes a defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked 1st overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
He may not have been the guy to win him the game last week. Not a huge amount of production, but he certainly wasn't the one who lost it. And we get to these rounds of the playoffs, we know this is true. It's oftentimes the team and the quarterback who doesn't make the mistakes and often moves on to the next round.
Well, he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First tone of the game for James Cook. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Browns. 1st down. Gain of 13 yards.
Working from the gun, Williams. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And they take the tackle at the 38. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's a give to Cook. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains in next week.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. 7-0 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns finish off their opening drive. It's a James Cook touchdown. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returnable from the 2. The Chiefs and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
To the air, Stroud finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And this one doesn't go far.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, do it through training camp, you do it in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. First call here coming from the shotgun. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
On play action, Williams buying some time right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
That may not look like much on tomorrow's grade sheet. It'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
All in left side. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They will go for it, Williams. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. And they keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Cook on the handoff. They'll cobble together a yard there. Tackled by Luke Ororo. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Williams will look to throw. Here's a screen for Cook. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. Big man showing up the yards. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Here's Cook. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Cook again. And he's going to be stopped short. They bring him down as he gets to the 3. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. Big moments here in this divisional round game, Brock, as they line up for 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he will have them a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get some late points and the lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession.
Here we go, let's go. 18.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone to the line.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Stroud to throw on 1st down. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. From the gun, Stroud. Hits his running back. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone in line.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Here's Stroud. Finds the in route complete. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Chiefs first down. We've set it down from 37.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
To the air yet again. It's Stroud. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Stroud again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down. Field goal team running out as the Chiefs will go for 3. This a 54-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. They'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we have a one. Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the 3rd quarter underway. On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Browns have the football first to start the 3rd, and here comes their offense. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. Now it's Cook. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be third down. Trying to work quickly now.
33-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 3.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Gain of 17 yards. And the Browns.
On play action, here's Williams. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he cuts it back right. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Browns grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a James Cook touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns drive their lead to 11.
Chiefs 10.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He's going to field this at the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. They'll start the drive with Warren. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
At the 26-yard line.
Stroud completes it quick. And he'll be out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 5 men in the secondary for the Browns. Third down.
Brings up third and 2.
They send the tight end in motion. Stroud looking to throw. Third and 2. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. But it looked like the Chiefs got this one back. Ooh, lucky break there, making that recovery. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. Punt meets him at the 28. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Head coach Kevin Stefanski readying the Browns for their next series. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. Well, no surprises here. They decline that holding call, and they're going to hang on to that interception. Here's Stroud throwing for it. And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. All right, partner. It's only one extra point on the scoreboard, but come on. If you're the team who just turned it over, how much worse is it seeing them add on 2 there instead of just the extra points?
Oh, it stings. I don't think there's any question about it because not only do you not execute offensively, your defense doesn't do it either. So you kind of just smack them both right in the face. And, yeah, that one hurts a little bit more.
And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Browns first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Another one for Cook. Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns make it a 9-point advantage. It's a James Cook touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Browns make it a 10-point ball game. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fields this one at the 3. Jukes away from one. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Dump off caught by his back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Stroud off of play action. Throwing the out route complete. Keeps himself upright. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
He completes it in traffic. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You put something in the laundry?
Only 1 quarter left.
Because I just put towels in there. I just didn't put the other.
It's
smell bad?
And their season will be over if they don't erase this deficit. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Again, Stroud. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Will Johnson there on the coverage.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go. Tony.
Here he is on 3rd and short. It's a screen play to Warren. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field.
Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. At the 20. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Browns double their lead to 14. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense out to take over. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a two-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to the air they go on second. Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Stroud now on third. Past the line, he's going to run for it. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
On 18.
First and 10 at the
Operating from the
42.
gun, it's Stroud. Brought in right side by Moore. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30.
12 more yards.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
12 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
And bring a tight end in motion right.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone on first. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson. And the Browns take over as he records his 10th career INT. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Williams from the gun. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
On the throwaway. Tyreek Stevenson on the coverage.
Now run by Cook. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's third down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Now a give to Cook, running left. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34.
First and 10 at the 30.
Off the play fake, Williams. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
34-yard line.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. He'll come up on first and 10.
And the Browns, first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Cleveland.
Williams set to pass. That's Pickens with a catch outright. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Line up the design keeper. Back to the line they go. It's second down. They'll run it with Cook. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. Third down coming up.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
This is Cook. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on third down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Fourth down, Williams. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. So the Browns will take this win home with them. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the Conference Championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl.